Yeah, but this one just said something about not being. I'm not. Yeah. So were they talking to me and someone else? And come up later and they get the message, or? Yeah, well, I'm not guilty of that. That's this person. That's not Tiffany doing that. I swear there's no generation. You have a good day, too. You have to be there for her. You guys, I'm not guilty of shit. I have no idea why people say things like me in my head because I can't see it. That person that you're talking about is a motherfucking dude. His name is I'm Dead. He's either in witness protection or he faked his own death or something like that, man. Or it's something he's connected to that's really fucking scary for everybody up here. It's probably the same shit fucking made me run and jump timeline trying to get rid of last time that accidentally killed somebody. Remember the video in the kitchen and my mom recording me? I'm like, I set up for something. I'm not really sure what it is. It's really scary. I think it's supposed to be done because I was a human member talking out of my mouth about what I couldn't really say what it was here. It's up here on my Google where my mom's and mine. I embedded it. And there's the other one of me running around maybe timelines or whatever, and big voice in the sky. So I was like, okay. And she said it out of my mouth. I don't even know if she knew that I was a human and not up here. Yeah, someone did, but it just didn't live with them. Yeah, because she's mixed with a fucking warden. Because I was Can you please stop thinking about it in your sick fuck head? Nobody wants to hear your traumatizing story. That's not Tiffany's kid's story. That's his kid story. Yeah. Will you please stop talking about my friends? I don't want you talking about my friends' business or whatever. Just shut the fuck up. Because I don't even know for sure, like, whose kids are whose when I look at pictures these days, because they're all grown up, because I missed 6 years of their life too. Not just my baby girl growing up, but theirs. So they're sitting here in my basement going, "So is that really her and his daughter, or it's none of your fucking business. My family, my friends in Vancouver, Washington have nothing to fucking do with your douchebag ass friends in Arizona or Portland, except for the fact that you use them to set me up to get my money over there." You can't even look at the pictures to fucking examine them to be like, "I wonder if that's so and so," because I don't wanna bring bring them in here. Yeah, but if they get brought in here, someone else will be in their body or off their paint all gun picture, Hoey beacon or whatever, and then they can act like they're them talking shit. Or like, say you have a negative feeling about somebody, like, "Oh, I don't like the dress on her, she looks fat," or something. Next thing you know, you're hearing or somebody over here saying, "I just hurt her feelings when you said that." I'm like, "Dude, I didn't fucking say that." You know? It's just fucked up. 'Cause it's not even necessarily my opinions that like, when I'm looking at somebody or thinking something, it's not necessarily my opinion, it's someone else's. I can talk shit about the time, dude. Like, "Get your fat ass out of the fucking room right getting ready out loud." I'm all, "Fuck you, dude. You're so fucking rude. I can't stand for missing teeth. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to have one get cracked when I tried to steal your purse, the other one get pulled out because I had a root canal. I mean, a cyst on it. Stop Tiffany doing that. She's not on drugs, bitch. That what it is. And you can't see them because they're not on break. Or pretending to be somebody else's testimony. Yeah, let's just have her fake kids over here talking shit about her when that's not even her that they're looking at. Just one with an open. Or to go back in time and sit in a memory? Ugh, gross. This is not believable, right? It's not. They told me before what they did to me, they couldn't go back in time. They could just predict the future. Why can't the angel people come down here and look through her eyes? I can hear them talking. Yeah, it was like, "I'm like, "Yeah, sound like an angel, Tiffany." Yeah. on because they're not talking to me. They're talking about somebody over there doing drugs with my name on or doing something inappropriate. They're not supposed to be doing like having sex with or something. Usually it's smoking crank. Or maybe they're just trying or something. Yeah, there's a bad dream situation. Oh, don't worry, we'll take it out of our nightmare book. God, these people are such liars. Tiffany, stop that person. Videos or so. Mhm. Oh, videos. You call talking about lying, like when they go to court, and they want my private investigator is innocent the human being with Kelly go up to court just because she had drugs in her system because she's connected to someone else. I didn't have drugs in my system. The other person did. She's literally a combination of me and somebody different. And I'm not a fit. I've never been in trouble. Stupid bitch up here lies on my name all the time, trying to because they talk about it in my head. They're the ones talking out of my mouth. It happens up here all the time. It doesn't necessarily go around at all. It's just for show or whatever. You literally have like 15 lifelines, which can be like 15 different people, which really is 30 different people, all off my brainstem and a couple other people's too. And it's like, I'll change the situation or whatever, whatever. You know, they do up here to meet the needs of the gift controller so that he gets his points. Right. That somebody gets all the money and they get away with all the loot. The other person has to go running and hiding or some shit. This game is not supposed to be played off of fucking money brainstem at all. And this should literally working at fucking D and B or whatever. Legally, like I actually have a job and I have to work. I'm not we do the membranes that you do it or whatever it is that I can't see. It's me to think I'm that one, pretending I'm that one, I'm that position. course. These electric women don't exist, the ERTC, and that maybe they self or maybe they selfish up here. Or were accused of setting up a nuclear accident. Because there's really it's funny, it's illegal or something. You know, my mom and I were taking, but they're looking at that bitch over there with my mom and that's not she only worked 2 seconds. They're not supposed to be skinny on people that have had here at least. So what they do then hook you into the electronic side and put a skin on somebody else that didn't? Because other people are sitting in my body, my brain, what they're seeing in my video and just getting pissed like they do every single motherfucking day. And they see what they're doing on this side and say why they did it. Like what the fuck? Is there something on their head like they did controlling the game? And then they come over here and say, I don't want to be nothing to fucking do with your whatever the fuck it is. And then you're gonna come over here and blame me like, oh, she was controlling the game. She's She was virtually in their body. They were like, "Ooh, I don't know what they gave back to me when they said I won like $1,000,000. I don't want you to be excellent, dude. All you gotta do is torment me on the and roll me out and make me feel because someone else was scared of words that was really doing what they were saying, either up here or you make me feel like people hate me. The girl next door either. The one with the two black sons who brought you to the car or played inside the house 3 years ago, yeah. And then used up here synergically. Look like them, right? Yeah. That's not all your CPS cases, all your phone calls up here, and my dream books, all on meth every day. The person talking shit to her fucking daughter on Facebook, or whoever it is. But not everybody knows that you before just us. Yeah, because if her friend has no idea why, and if her friend is not talking to her anymore, she doesn't know why because she didn't see anything that she sent her. Or it could be something different, like the connection is not using her friend either to stick up for her or set her up still. I can't even imagine. It's like you watch it, you can't really wrap your mind around it. It looks like she's like in like she's not tripping. So it's looking at from innocent perspectives, person's perspective. Any kind of CPS report negative your direction is unautomatic. No, and they did that on purpose. Law did it to cover up thinking that I was that one over there. Other people did it for money. That's what I'm saying. It's like, fuck, billionaire. I make $1 million here, right here every day. Wherever I'm at, it's $1 million a day. A day. And I'm not the only one that knows it either. I don't be talking shit through my fucking computer, asshole. I'm not guilty of shit. He is. The same motherfucker you paying over there. He's the one with my name on that you're talking about. And he did not do what you're saying either. I didn't say I did shit. They did up here to get it off them. It had to go in on the opposite side. Remember Christian Mafia? They're like, yeah, we just said we didn't have nothing to do with my channel. Wait a week. So that on this side it goes in as for you, right? For you, sir, on your side, it goes in as actually kill my channel. But then it goes over here and goes with a wink. But then on the other side it says she did kill my channel with a wink. Because you guys have that system set up with the truth, lies, garbage can. You think I don't fucking know? I was part of you making the game like that with 3 different people put to my body. Where's the machine that everything you say goes in opposite? Because every single fucking thing I've said around you people saying out of my mouth about what you're saying about me. Well, I suggest you get your fucking wife over here then. Like, no, your shit's coming from my fucking computer to the computer waves. They're sticking up for your fucking voice. Well, then maybe you should watch the fucking videos I sent you. Because we all admitted to setting Tiffany up already. Dudes did, girls did, the UE did. Because somebody was making us see through that lens over there, making it look like Tiffany was doing that. Tiffany's not a lesbian. Tiffany's not on drugs. Tiffany's not a dude sitting here watching porn or jacking off at home. You are seriously not sticking up for Tiffany, right? Up here, angel ladies. I never, I see through Tiffany's eyes, and I've never been in trouble either. I've never said yes or no. I was the one sitting down there listening to Amy. She was going to go to jail for setting up Tiffany. Right there it is. Over there it's the dude, and over there it's a girl. That's not Tiffany from guilty of shit. Computers from. I can't say. Heat. Ice codes are from Arizona, they said. And they said, you guys from Arizona got me back for getting you killed because you guys were doing porn of a mother who didn't give you permission to do porn. Because you were using my body with everybody over it, supposedly, or maybe you were just off me and they saw me like I was doing it when you guys were doing it. Yeah. So you guys got killed and were doing porn illegally up. Someone else was okay with it. And then you came back and got me back and moved there instead of the woman who got you killed. get for doing it or being disrespectful about me when that was not even me having sex on the ground or doing that with your either. I can just sit and see her as I'm still oh my god, did you see that video of it? We already admitted to recording. Well then maybe you guys just have to burn down. You think? Because that's not what we do that either. That is two adults doing that on the floor. And it is not Tiffany, it is someone else. On this side, it's a girl and a guy. On the other side, it's he's not even from Washington State. Why can't my judge be over here? The girl that knows I'm innocent with the CPS right here. He's higher in tenure. In which state? What, did Oregon, Arizona pull him in here? I'm sorry, you weren't allowed to cross the bridge with me 3 years ago. London, you weren't allowed to play the game with me on the human being or through me and say you're gonna pay me and stick up for me and keep me exonerated, adjudicated from everything here because I can't see it. I've never been in trouble and I was innocent the whole time. I had no idea what was going on. If you're not sticking up for me right now, dude, it's ticked right here. Like it's ticked right in my bathroom with the spider suppression. Remember when you and London Fog or whoever was making you arm dances and two people trying to bully Richard this book, if you light up red or blue, yeah. And the next thing you know, I'm losing my life force because I was attached to the entities and shit. Yeah, and the Cheryl or whatever her name is, she's like, I'm not online. You're not talking to someone online waiting to be pulled up, man. Talk to a fucking mother. Can't have these people sit in your body because they're on them. Exactly. The same one setting her up backwards. This is how the system is set the fuck up. If they would have just sent her two bodies, it would have been fine. But they sent her his, ours, theirs, and garbage. So it's like they have three chances to make it right for whoever's pulling it on here. It doesn't really work like that. It should be one person winning, one person losing, and it's not. It's always two people losing, and not both sides are guilty. Right? Where's the sideline of man? You know the one who's running up there to fix it. You know, directly related to the water people in the upper sidewinders department. She at that guy. Whoever his computer. He's off and for reason. Conrad. I don't keep. Maybe you should stop talking out of people's heads and walk up. Or maybe they live with us part time because we're good parents, just like I've always been my whole life. Other than when I did drugs. Yeah, well, still. He's not FBI. FBI. Unless he. All right. Well, once again, my daughter's grandma is directly related to them in Seattle, and I'm pretty sure you're not from here, sir. You're not from here. You're back in Oregon. Yours is Arizona. Yeah, well, Aubrey and Christy or whoever they're not. My daughter's grandma, with permission, you know, you fired not just for crossing the bridge, but for turning what you were syndicated doing over there, over here too. Five, four, three, two, one. 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 Because Tiffany has earphones. This Rodney voice that she gets confused with London's voice, that's not Tiffany, asshole. Get your fucking ass down here. 3. That is not Tiffany doing that. That is Mandy or someone else. Haggerty. This is weird. LaShawn's dad is not alive anymore, I don't think. Blue eye. See, they still don't see. Teardrop called. That's not Tiffany doing that. That's us over there. We're setting him up. Okay, well, when you're making it look like that for that, you're making it look like Tiffany's doing it over here. You need to go over there, Cloud Tan guy, girl. God damn. That's what I'm saying. They're talking to Tiffany, but she's not. She can't. She's on chain. Mom, I'm not on line 1. I'm on line 0. So what, you have to protect the fake mothers up here with all the fake children, the little robots that record shit and then talk shit to Tiffany about what someone else is doing, some are different? Or you protect the real parents on the ground who have custody of their kids, who are not in danger? Your CPS shit is a bunch of bullshit. Okay? It's literally stemming from a report Anthony made, or it's something you guys made up here. Because I'm not guilty. I'm Tiffany right here. I'm in her body. That's not Tiffany doing that. So why don't you fucking get this body on right here and come down and meet her out front then, like me? Okay, I'm about ready to subpoena the virtual reality train drivers over here that are literally in other people's bodies talking, making them talk out of their mouth about what they looked at that ain't real. Don't you remember the crying one? Remember how you guys told me that my friend, whatever, that he was one of those things that you were not liking? And then come to find out that wasn't even real. He was doing it with his girlfriend. What else? What else? Banana. All right, I'm here. No, dude, I'm not on drugs. I'm never doing drugs again. I'm sitting here trying to get my life back together that you motherfuckers ruined. You did up here, man. I don't know. Why don't we go back to school really quick? How do you get involved with law enforcement? You get in trouble. You get arrested. You may or may not have a confidential report card with your police officer, or maybe it's something different. Like maybe you actually drove down to the police department and decided to be a paid informant for some reason. Or you did it up here on line 1. Yeah, well, I didn't do any of that. They did. Jessica, I've never been in trouble, sir. That's not me getting arrested. That's her or him or them up here getting arrested for what they're doing somewhere else with my name on. Remember, London Fogg said Tiffany Brooks Brown is exonerated, adjudicated from everything in here in Oregon, Washington, California, and London, which was Arizona, supposedly, because it wasn't her in it. It was somebody with her name on. And she's sitting down here as a human being who's never been in trouble before, getting tormented by what they're doing up here. One big splash, three little splashes. The simple fact that a different state is still talking to Tiffany and talking shit through the computer system is so illegal. Right. That's why Tiff said CIA the whole time. Because she knew it was illegal. She knew what they did to Tiffany was illegal from either Arizona or Portland with the drone. Or whatever. No, it's just that she hated the FBI because she thought it was the FBI that did it. I don't know. She didn't know what it was. Because she didn't know that people could just... Anyways, it doesn't matter. The FBI would never be doing these games. This is a DEA thing, they said. Blue circle, the blue circle, and a blue circle inside of it. Make them all not angel dust sparkly really quick. Make them all not angel dust see-through really quick. Make them all not FB angel dust see-through really quick. That is that motherfucker on Tiffany's head talking shit through the computer system from wherever he's at up there in Arizona with Portland on it about what that bitch is doing somewhere else, which is not fucking Tiffany. It's someone up here getting paid by him to set me up, but he doesn't know that because she's looking at that one. It isn't Tiffany either. Here we go with the "You're not my mom anymore," Tiffany Brooks Browning again. See, that's what I'm saying. When these girls are saying they're setting somebody else up or whatever, then they come over here and say, "You're not my mom anymore." Because when they're setting up one person for whatever he's doing, it's automatically setting up someone else, supposedly, which isn't the case at all. It's something different. Yeah, man. Certain law enforcements, yeah, dude. If they have a connection mentally, like I do, yeah, I can look at them and it'll bring them in here. Like a DEA agent, if I could find their picture and look in their eyes, I'd be like, take their body off really quick. And it will take their body off. And I could do it in person too. Just like I did when Anthony was sitting here. I was like, every time he looked at me, I was like, take his body off. I took his body off 3 times, and his 3 different bodies went on different people up here. And the next thing you know, this guy's blaming Tiffany for something because now he can see through a different set of eyes, or there's a different set of guilt in there. That still was not the human being doing it. It was someone else. And that was like a year and a half ago, Black Bobbin. Well, I mean, yeah, pulling you up through somebody is different. I did pull up 2 people through me, yeah, but somebody else was driving my train to see who they were to pull them up. And they were supposed to be my 2 UE members, Katie and Rebecca, I thought, that knew about the Sidewinder situation. They were supposed to start the second S corporation when I copied the $2 million in, white bobbin, black bobbin, because they should have started a long time ago for me, but they forgot to say me. They asked them to get permission into Tim Nugent's body from Germany to further develop that software that they put through me on the computer illegally. It's not Tiffany doing that. I can't even say who it is because I'm so fucking pissed off that motherfucker. Shut the fuck up about what he's. Right, so let's record some porno on the ground or up here and send it to people, knowing they're gonna watch it. We don't know if they enjoy it or not, but on some level, they're seeing 2 other people. I guess you really can only have 5 people attached to you. So it's you guys are the same 5 people all day that talk out of my mouth and stuff? Yeah, sort of. Or that remember. Oh, right. Because you guys turn into someone else? Mm-hmm. Usually we would be observing and our thoughts would go up into the computer system as what we're looking at. But it's usually supposed to be people on the ground or versions thereof up here replicating what they're doing. Usually in the drug industry. Unless they're seriously investigating something different. Other illegal activity, yeah. That's not Tiffany doing that. It's cool. Nobody believes it anyway. I didn't believe it either. Anything I feel like I'm just thinking back to back then, like I did not know where the cameras were. And they're telling me they're in the sparkly paint on my wall. Like there's a microfiber fucking camera in our bedroom up here. Literally watching us in our bedroom, they're saying. Yeah, I remember hearing someone like Amy. She's like, "What? You're watching us have sex?" And those are entities up here on top of normal people, I think. Or they're versions of themselves up here somewhere else. Yeah, but all DEA have to be younger than 32 when they get the job, right? So they're all young and beautiful and smart. Yeah, well, I'm old and haggardy. I'm almost 45, yeah. Wrinkly fat all over the internet illegally. Yeah, that's not her doing that. It's not her doing that. Don't say she discussed you either, because that's not fair. It's not even Tiffany doing that. It's somebody else doing it that doesn't look like Tiffany. Whatever it is in Porn Town. Yes, dude. Tiffany Brooks Browning has laid down on a bed. She was scanned 3 times. Yes. Did she know what was going on? No. All she knew was they cried with her afterwards because of whatever they did to her when they scanned her 3 times, ruined her life for life. So they pulled her up there to fix it, they said. And that's the last time she talked to that lady. And then there was someone else she was talking to over here when they were submitting transmissions. And she was saying she was keeping Tiffany's Good Mom Facebook memories separate from what these douchebags were doing. Because none of these women or men that were involved in any of this shit were good parents at all. They didn't give a fuck about their kids. They were fucking full-time drug addicts. Tiffany did give a fuck about her kids when she was a drug addict. But she couldn't be a good mom to her kids because of the situation she was in. So she had gotten away from it. She got off drugs to be a better mom. And then they set her up. They weren't setting her up. They were setting him up. Exactly. They're setting you up all over the internet. Tiffany Folsom County's calling her name, but they weren't really setting me up. But I didn't know that necessarily because of the other things, because there's fucking different lines of communication over there. Those lines need to go home right now. That's not real, whatever you're looking at. You're translucing it into this situation up here. This is illegal. We don't put up with that kind of shit in Washington State. And Tiffany Brooks Browning is not that person. No, he was singing up here. My situation is complicated because it's not that I can hear your subconscious thoughts. It's almost like I can hear like one person sticking up for me silently or out loud, right? And then I can kind of feel like someone condescending is mixing in to talk shit to me. You're talking out of my mouth, motherfucker. Hey, dick face, you want to look at my moon behind me and talk shit again? Yeah, I'm Tiffany, not that one. I have a vape pen in my hand. See it? You want me to hold my breath and you blow smoke rings out of my fucking mouth? Or airbend, make them banshee each other up. It was me holding my breath. You didn't see them bombing each other. Stand to look at you because of what they said. You make me sick, Tiffany. I'm all, fuck you. You make me sick. Why the fuck are you looking through my eyes, talking shit to me, and letting your stupid little bitch make fun of me, bitch? It's like, oh, they can look through your eyes and see you, right, cowbell? They can look through your eyes and see you, Tiffany, getting ready, and every time it is to make fun of you or whatever, but they don't know that you're not that one over there. Yeah, but I'm not the one who signed on for this, sir. She did. Yeah, but I've never been in trouble before, and I'm not a gossiper. Dude, people were up here in my body or off my name, literally talking shit to other people, trying to make them hate me, the human being, get for money, because they're just scandalous ass drug addicts. Some are different. And the rest of them were literally talking shit about that one over there that is not me, trying to get her fired or whatever off the label or whatever, so that our side can be UE, which means it's totally safe for Tiffany to be around her family and no worries, you know? Because if she looks at him, it's not going to bring him in here with a drug addict in her body talking shit about her mom. Or pretending to be Sal or Carol or anyone else either. I mean, this is the better side. Well, for some reason on the computer it's backwards, but I don't know how to explain it. Never mind. Nothing. Just the way I used to take pictures was like smile on one side because I had this tooth pulled out. Yeah, and it's so fucked up. It's not even like, you know, I was a great mom and then I messed up because I met some guy and I started doing drugs. That's not what it was at all. My fiance, after 14 years, left me for someone else who he's still with, and she is his soulmate, and they raised my daughter beautifully, dude. She sees what it's like to be in a happy house. She sees what it's like to be a mother and be a wife and what a husband is supposed to treat his wife like. But when that happened, me and my mom were out in the cold because his parents sold the house we were living in. So we were both homeless. And then I met a drug addict, and I was homeless in my car with a drug addict. And then I lived in a freezing cold trailer on the side of someone's house for a while. And then he did get me an apartment, and the person that was in my life with the drugs on it moved, and I thought I was going to get my life back together. And the next thing you know, COVID hits, I get my money, he moves back. And then I can't have my daughter there no more. Because I was still a drug addict trying to get off drugs. I didn't want her around drugs. Or people doing them, or pulling me in the bedroom for a second, you know what I mean? Anyway, and that was like 5 years ago, and I got off drugs 3 years ago to be a better mom, get the fuck away from him, and left my whole apartment behind. I don't have nothing. I don't have my clothes. I don't have my daughter's birth certificate. I don't have nothing. Everything I grabbed from there got jacked out of the car that got jacked from me or whatever. I just have like 3 garbage bags full of clothes. I don't have none of my pictures of being pregnant, none of my pictures of being young, dude. I had like 3 or 4 of those big boxes you put important papers in, you know, like in a storage closet at the office, full of pictures. Like I don't have my pictures. I don't have nothing. My life has almost been erased. And now you're taking my friends away from me up here on Facebook or whatever. You're making false CPS reports and sending false videos or false pictures of shit that ain't even fucking real to line one, supposedly, so that everybody thinks that this is a real picture or a real video. So they're talking about it up here for when the FBI or the DEA or whoever it is that investigates this said, yeah, you know, I mean, I heard about some picture or video, but I don't know if it's real because I didn't see it. But I did get a phone call from somebody. It sounded pretty crazy, like, oh my God, Brood's after me. You bitch. That's someone have a mole here? Oh, I saw a picture of, because the computer tries to tell me in my head what's to blame. There was a girl's rear end with a guy's rear end over at Harry Buttcrack next to, I can't explain what it is, but it's like this evil thing with like this long nose next to it. And it represents being gay in the boy department. Whatever those two things are that they just showed me in my head is what's to blame for whatever that accusation is over there. No trips on it. You guys are not still going back in time with people in pokes, right? You will get in so much fucking trouble if you do that. You are not allowed to go back in time up here and sit with people doing drugs, period, let alone needles. It was an IV. Oh. That's what I mean. How do you think Tiffany feels? She's over here hearing these teenagers or these young girls getting slapped around by some guy up here. Teardrop. We don't believe you anymore, Tiffany. They're winking. Nothing, because we have people on our too, and we can't tell who they are either. Well, before we used to look through Tiffany's eyes, and we could like look at a spot right anywhere. Hey there, guy, you want to stick up for Tiffany? Because that's not Tiffany. Anyways, like Tiffany could literally go like this in the bedroom where she's at, and she would feel her eyes stop on either an eye hole or another pair of eyes somewhere else, and they could look through her eyes forwards and backwards and see like 4 different people all looking through each other's eyes, thinking that the other person is seeing what they're seeing, but they're not. They're all seeing something different. That's what I'm saying, dude. My son's all, dude, you better not be working with the feds. I'm all, why the fuck would I be working with the feds, dude? I've never been in trouble. It's against my religion to tell on people, man. The only people I said I would tell on is the ones who set me up if they did not admit to setting me up or say they were sorry. And if they were setting me up because they were scared of what they did on the ground, then that's a different story. But if they were up here, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's just say they robbed somebody and they didn't want to go to jail, or they're out on bail or something. And for whatever, they're being blackmailed to set me up to keep them, hidden or whatever, then that was a little bit forgivable or whatever. But the rest of it was supposed to tell on the person that is in charge of the game, or virtually train driving people, or mind controlling people to think that I did something wrong in law enforcement, because you're not allowed to be up here doing that unless you're law enforcement, especially in Washington fucking state, especially for 3 fucking years. And yeah, you're your Fed girl or whatever. The 7 felonies may have moved over here last summer or 2 summers ago now, but she was not here the summer before that when I got off drugs to be a better mom and get the fuck away from people who did drugs and they were scandalous as fuck. The kind that come over with a purse full of cameras so you can use it virtually up here. For porno. I know when we would do that, you know, when we weren't doing porn and never said you could watch his listener's course right down on the ground, afterwards he would sit there and go like this by the door. He'd turn his ear open, try to open up his ear thing to see if he could hear what they were saying, if he got caught or not. Or whatever it wasn't. I would be listening too, but for something different. I can't even open my ear hole. It's so rollerballed in. This one. That's in your eardrum? I don't know. I don't think that was the same ones. That's what I mean. There's 3 different levels going through me. So one can say, oh, I'm FBI connecting to you or whatever. It really is the EA or somebody different, right? But that's on the UE side probably. But then I have the syndicate side that are talking to me and telling me, like, you need to call this person, but I can't tell the difference. But I'm never making those mistakes again because I have a car now. I had to buy it with my disability check. These motherfuckers have never given me nothing on the human being floor. They've used my green dot cards. They've used my name. They've embezzled money from Europe. That was a cigar. There's a white tennis shoe over here for some reason. How do you live with yourself, Tiffany? That's not Tiffany that you're saying that about. Oh my god, get my name off these people that keep coming down here saying you're not my mom anymore, Tiffany. I'm not on drugs. That's not your mom doing drugs. Or doing anything else either. Then say fake Tiffany then. Because all these fake Tiffany's and these fake Katrinas and these fake Mandys and these fake Ashleys and these fake bitches up here have done nothing but either move things back and forth to get it off their boyfriend or their girlfriend or themselves up here for what they're doing for whatever reason. Or they did it for money or something different. I forgot what I was saying. But that's another little Yui member, Christian Mafia girl from Arizona. Or London, wherever that is at. The round table they told me was in Arizona. The round table, up there where I assumed it was the upper echelon, so I assumed it was like FBI and CIA up there. Like up there, the top of the world or whatever. If there were 7 G's at. But they told me it was in Arizona. Well, it's right there. I swear the UE comes down here. Right there above the lamp. That's just where they come from. I don't know. I mean, I can see them talking shit about someone else. My name on. Right, we're gonna wrap it up early in August. Take the rest of the year off. It'll be 1 year in February. Well, it has been 3 years in February for Tiffany sitting down here like this, hearing them talking shit about what they're doing up here, making all this money up here. It's all because of Tiffany and what they did to Tiffany and what we did in here. Working both sides of the fence, all kinds of crap, man. And what they did to that poor person up here, we didn't know she wasn't real either necessarily. No, dude, I'm trying to sue them for whatever they did to me, and because they won't disconnect me either. Yeah, but they're tormenting me. I've literally missed out on 3 more years of my daughter growing up or being able to be a normal mom that functions and has a job, like a place for my son to stay or anything because of them. I had to get on disability because I can't function and they won't disconnect me from my billion-dollar company that I invented, that they're saying it was them on the human being floor that said S Corporation out of their mouth and got permission from Germany to further develop it in Tim Nugent's body over there at Mandy's virtually 3 years ago. then this is funny because up here we get information really fast, and within 7 people, everybody knows everybody. It's like we know where all the meth labs are, we know where all the illegal gun cells are, we know where everything is, but we're not allowed to talk about it. We got the information in like 3 months. But and then I was asking them, I was like, so did the FBI already know this stuff? Like, did we think we know? And they're like, no, man, not at all. There wouldn't be any crime left. Just being sarcastic. And come around and take your guns. It's not, what is it called? It's not sheriff. It's more, it's not warden, something else. Cover up with maybe another blanket. Maybe put some layers over it. Google some goes. The camera is not looking where you're saying, it's looking at my face. What, do you have another camera somewhere else, you pervert? Right, they look down and they see somebody else in somebody, but they're really not. It's like, there's not Tiffany and that guy over there. It's them off Tiffany's brainstem or off a different girl. Probably. Assuming. What, lady? That's not Tiffany doing that. Well, maybe you should find out what her real name is then, because it ain't Tiffany. Tiffany can talk shit to whoever the fuck she wants because everything you guys are looking at up here ain't real. She sent that crying video even to the fucking prison because a prison called her mom's phone and they were mad about something. And they were like, well, if you got a message if we called you, that was somebody from our prison calling you for some reason. And they were being really mean, like prison guards or whatever. And Tiffany was like, oh, hell no. And we're just going off up here about what they're talking shit about up here. So she writes the prisons, she writes the jails, she writes the judges, she writes her doctor. She's like, dude, I'm not fucking crazy. What they're looking at ain't real. And they're talking about it out of my mouth or over there trying to solve these cases. And I'm not in there. I'm not in her. Whoever that wasn't. I don't know. Big blue eyes came back mad at me. Sorry. Getting at him then. He's the one doing it, not Tiffany. Oh my god, dude. Really, I just get so stressed out. I just want to pick up a bottle and chug it, but I don't have any liquor here. Plastic pinball. Because we're literally reiterating things that we're hearing other people thinking. It's versions of other people's opinions on what they are hearing or listening to or seeing up here. That's why they kept coming over here going, we're setting you up, Tiffany, all over the internet. Wilson County's calling your name. But they weren't really setting me up. That was just their way of saying they were setting someone else up, I think. Unless they were trying to set me up for something. Yeah, I didn't throw a gun away, though. And I didn't agree to be this for these people, whatever this is. All I agreed to was say you weren't allowed to watch us, listen to us, record us, write it down, and you were not allowed to set people up through me. For the last 3 years, everything you've done has been illegal. And that's my constitutional right to say that because I've never been in trouble. Upper echelon member, right, Tiff? Yeah. Way to not get paid for that. Oh, not this scary alien movie again. No alien movies. That's not Tiffany doing that. Jennifer Browning ain't them. She's not doing this bad stuff for whatever this isn't. Or so you start at the FBI level, sort of, and you work your way down. Yeah, kind of. I didn't really realize that the IC3s weren't an actual form that goes to the FBI, that it goes to something different. Because it's for internet-related complaints, I guess. And everything that has been done to me has been on the internet up here. In the upper echelon. That is not allowed to lie for selfish gain. Or just to keep it going. Tiffany can't see what you're looking at. I do, and that's how we're doing that. Nothing bad, anyways. Would you ever? No. Dude, I'm never going to go up to your little tattletale room with my husband that I'm not with on the ground. And then be having a boyfriend up in an alternate universe where we tell on people, dude. I've never been in trouble. I don't love anybody that's been in trouble. Like, I don't even know all the people I hung out with besides him. He's the only one that I know they've been to prison besides my brother. Like, I don't know any crimes anyone's committed. I don't even know what he committed that sent him to prison. I can't have a boyfriend because they won't get out of my body. Yeah, because you're in it talking out and you see my eyes. Okay, well, there's someone else here too that doesn't talk. They're not always right here, they're right there, but I'm never by myself. Right, so when I did do that one thing that one time, 3 other women fall into my body, irritated as fuck, just as irritated as I was because he wouldn't leave without it. So they all had to do it too. And I don't know if it was to block from other people from seeing it or if they were just automatically stuck to me trying to hide it or what. In the last year, I've done drugs like 4 times, I think. No, I haven't broken my religious code in my deity program, no. I haven't even seen anybody like that. Because the only person I did that with the last 4 years was him, and he's not here. He lives over there. He will never learn his lesson to not talk shit about Tiffany Brooks Browning, thinking that that's Tiffany when it's not. TK is not Tiffany. So they need to get to TK. Tiffany Killer. I don't know, it's a nickname he gave me because his name was Anthony Killer, I guess. Because it's about the game or something. Pimple on your nose. They literally have to just keep moving it around and pinning it on different people for different law enforcement to see it so they don't look like they're lying. Well, the main thing is like, way to make Secret Service people think that I'm schizophrenic or whoever this isn't up here. Instead of just admitting that you connected me like a fucking Fed times 4 people illegally and then said I could be a UE member on the ground every day that I don't do drugs or hang out with the syndicates or whatever, which is the people who used to do drugs or play the game. And that's literally 18,000 hours in 3 fucking years, and I've never once gotten paid for shit. And now I'm the bad guy? Now I have a CPS file that's closed that doesn't make sense? Or you're making fake CPS phone calls? Right, it's like you almost created a problem when there wasn't one. Yes, exactly. And I think that's what they wanted me to do. It's so annoying, man. I can't take it. I mean, really not police reports are not even allowed to spend more than 2 hours. Watching them. I mean, whatever, investigating or whatever. I know I saw the lions today. I took a video. I wanted to send it to them like they're my friends, but I can't. Because I don't know why. They're just gonna be like, okay, cool, you're in a parade, go. Really? Right, so you've done drugs a few times and then you got punished for it down here? Yeah. It was just one long run-on sentence about whatever you were saying here, which is a bunch of nothing. Oh, that's a good thing. Rachel was saying, "We all collectively excited." I'm not gonna be your friend anymore because we said it was nice. I'm not the kind that forgets. I know she's not guilty of shit, and I am above his whatever. I thought it was only the people. when you find something is bigger. And then you sit on your head. Not like on big bushy shoulder boots either. I think I like these boots. Your shoes are that. Looking for dirt. That's what I'm like. mean, I had I thought I don't remember if I had good resources in Facebook using or something like that. And all kind of same people kind of there. Rachel, Mara, she's my best friend. You too. She was more money because I was you know I wish I didn't cuss as much. Just don't see if I can smell the Got poison? You just put chlorine up my nose? What is that burning? Oh, wonderful. You just feel that burning go up your nose and down your throat. It's just the boob thing, man. It's all they look at. Just look at the boobs and showing their eyes. Feels boobs showing. Yeah, I think so. Not seeing it. Okay. Ugh, annoying. Because she has no idea. Poor was just up here. Come in. Yeah. What's for dinner? Oh, those sleepers. I guess. Well, I get it. Either steaks and. Oh, yeah. cold now, isn't it? Not your friend. Mhm. I put the magic power source in here. I put swirl information off. Piece of paper on it. You want to check the drugs this time? Is the ring gonna go in the back of my eye? Or something like this time? Maybe it's not doing it. It's happening. It's just gonna happen or something. Let me see something. there's a good version thereof. I don't see people anymore. Jesus fucking Christ, bro. This shit is so illegal. I can't even take it. This is not actively doing any of this bad stuff. It's people off for brain stems. Nothing, because I'm hearing him going, Jesus Christ. He's looking at it too or something. We're hearing. uh, so annoying. Poor dude. They put them through her eyes, brainstem, and the man, unfortunately, and scared her and saying, "Fix your body." Okay. 5 interactions for the time having not use it. You know, somebody else into them for PPP. That's what I'm saying. If you have a union member or something like that, and someone's calling their supposedly demanding something, you can do the deal knowing it's not true. Schizo's clinic sounded as it. She was at the schizo clinic and literally showed like a sewing needle sticking out of it with like a string. And she tried to pull on it, right? And it lifted her skin up and it hurt. There's T-pins, you know, that you can fabric or whatever. Like a clothespin, sort of. T. And then see that was recorded through the computer system, an alternate dimension. While I was recording this. That's what I mean. I still come through the sound waves on my computer. Just like her. She says I'm doing early heart reset. Fix it. I don't want to keep getting fat either. I mean, sorry. I'm you connect me to someone else. No, not usually. So you just have to get just everybody what they say. I guess it makes sense. So much betrayal. I don't know. I have to play right now and turn into the picture. Oh, so funny watching the face. Oh, guys, we're not saying. The bootstrap boot from talk. I talk to you. I do bring up Savanti means up with Asperger's. I'm trying to get every video. Go ahead. Okay. Did you get new pants?
No, these are the same as I've had.
Oh, I think I've seen those colors. It's pretty cool.
I wouldn't. So
The scientists continue on all this.
Good time. So hurry in and enjoy the favorites you crave today and take another one for tomorrow on us.
Experience is wiping $5 million in debt.
Like, so skinny school. But it's every day you grow. Before I was on YouTube, videos on that. It's like, from that mother that I know you or something, and he said it to her out of nowhere. He just in the room, and he's like, "Yeah." Eyebrows. I here. think about it first, when she actually said it to his face, it was probably her thought she that kind of through on Facebook, whatever, to the grandmother of those people. And because the neighbor, run for your life. At him, he's looking right at me, saying, he's talking to me, and it was someone in his head, like a silver, like he that human here, and I'm seeing it. Just like I heard him say, I want no problem here. I'm saying, yeah, it's okay. I didn't really say that. Yeah. I wouldn't have said it to really in real life. Before we were connected. Because, stay on. They can use my picture. No out brainstem connection. You know, human. Or whatever it is good. Super. No. It's the main one that's been setting her up the whole time. I didn't mean to say. They're all bawling their eyes. Lying, and they're really still setting me up. Sitting, looking at eyes, their mouth. But he's not saying. Somebody else. I'm actually crying. Someone else is. or a fake FBI agent is driving off the train wheel a certain way. This is so sad. He's been up here for like 6 years or something. They put me in before, but they used to use pokes and then with that guy.